Welcome to Hofstra Today.
We'll meet different students around campus and talk to them about their goals for the school year.
We'll follow the exciting Pride Expo competition at Fall Fest.
And reporter Matt Fisher takes us to Fall Fest with an exclusive interview with this year's headliners, Ray Schrimmer.
And interview anchor Fatima Moen sits down with Yao and I, as well as the other head anchor team, Bella Labou and Alexa Servo.
All that and more at and around Hofstra Today.
Welcome to the first Hofstra Today of the year. I'm Danny DiCrescenzo.
And I'm Yao Bonsu. Danny, new school year. We're seniors now. How we're feeling?
I'm feeling really excited. I've been a part of Hofstra Today for 4 years now, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it for another year.
Now, this is not the first time we're at the desk together. Of course, we did HVL last year. Our seats are switched. That's for graphics purposes, but still, it should be an amazing time at the desk with you this season.
I can't get used to the seat. I don't know what it is. I just like being on that side, but I'll get used to it. I'll make do.
I don't think I have a good side. Probably both of my sides are bad, but we could probably switch that for the next show. But as for Hofstra Today, it kind of is a full circle moment. We're both doing internships in the city. We've both have anchored in the past, so to be here, it's kind of a pleasure.
Yeah, we're always doing stuff together. We're going to be doing things together very soon. Happy to be with you, Al.
It sucks that we couldn't go to Fall Fest together over the weekend.
It's all right.
Still,
it's all right.
We're growing that chemistry. A lot of events happening at your school. Of course, this was the first episode of Hofstra Today, but it comes in the middle of National Banned Books Week. It is a week dedicated to books that were silenced or challenged for political reasons. And this year, the theme is Let Freedom Read, and Hofstra will be commemorating the occasion with a conversation with author George M. Johnson. He is the author of New York Times bestseller All Boys Aren't Blue, which was banned only 2 years ago. The event takes place tonight at 6:30 in the Guthart Cultural Theater. You can RSVP through the Hofstra events calendar.
Hofstra's 2023 Alumni Awards dinner was held this past weekend at the Garden City Hotel and was hosted by President Susan Poser, the Hofstra University Board of Trustees, and the Hofstra University Alumni Organization. Many notable alumni were awarded from various schools at Hofstra, including Alumnus of the Year Michael D. Damasceno from the class of 1969.
All right, Danny, students of color and students with disabilities are 2 times more likely to be arrested in school than other students. That is according to the American Civil Liberties Union. Black students also accounted for 32% of all student arrests at school. All of these numbers contribute to the school-to-prison pipeline, and now Hofstra's talking about it. Suffolk County Judge Fernando Camacho joins professors and community leaders for a multidisciplinary forum. The event will be held tomorrow at 4:30, and it includes a lecture and comments from young people directly impacted by pipeline policies and practices. You can RSVP through the Hofstra events calendar.
The Higher Education Capital Matching Grant Program has awarded more than $1 million to Hofstra University. Governor Kathy Hochul awarded grants to 30 different universities in New York State. The grant will provide classroom upgrades and renovations around campus, including increasing lab spaces for Hofstra's new physical therapy graduate program.
7 movies later, and the Mission Impossible series is still going strong. Still remarkable to hear. Dead Reckoning Part 1 takes Tom Cruise and company on a mission to track down a weapon that could pretty much end the entire world. The film will be shown in Pride Park Friday night at 8 p.m. No RSVP is needed for this event, and in case it rains or there's bad weather, the movie will be shown in the Cultural Center Theater.
As part of Parents and Family Weekend, a variety of different student organizations partook in the 2023 Pride Expo. Students spent the past week building interactive booths around a decades theme, competing to win $1,500 and, of course, bragging rights. Field reporter and Hofstra Today vet Gabe James gave us an inside look at the competition.
Hi, I'm Gabe James, and right now I am inside of Hofstra USA. Right behind me, you can see that many of our orgs on campus, Greek orgs as well as some of our student clubs, are getting ready for this year's annual Pride Expo. This year's theme is decades, and right now I am joined by a representative of Phi Kappa Theta.
But when it comes into the preparation for the Pride Expo, usually there's a theme. The theme this year is decades, and so we decided we were going to pick the 60s because there's a lot of cool stuff that happened in the 60s.
If you walk on, you can play Twister. We have a mystery band lined up, so if you want to take a picture, put your head in, take a picture. And then we have some ode to the 60s along the wall, so you can look at some fun facts and a little trivia when you play Twister.
I'm an AE5, and we're partnered with Pike. So we were going for like a roaring 20s, like sort of vibe, like Great Gatsby. Ivy. So we've got this amazing golden black float. It's so awesome, such a good time. We have a little ring toss going on because people loved ring toss.
I'm in Tau Epsilon Phi, and today we're here with AOB, and we have the 90s decade. We have a few boards going on to represent 90s graffiti, the 90s graffiti aesthetic. So we have TEP's letters, Tau Epsilon Phi's letters, we have AOB's letters, and then I just have a Fall Fest 2023 board just to bring it all together. We have snow cones, another 90s like street kind of snack, summertime. You know, it's all about the aesthetic. You know, the shirts too, kind of Rugrats vibe.
Hi, so my name is Evie. I'm an Alpha Phi, and we paired up with Phi Delta Theta to create an 80s style arcade for Pride Expo this year. We have skee ball, pin the tail on Ferris Bueller, we have basketball, we have an Etch-a-Sketch photo booth, MTV logos, pretty much anything 80s style. Like, we made a skee ball machine all of repurposed cardboard from the ground up. Like, we started 3 days ago, put blood, sweat, and tears into it, and we have a fully functioning skee ball machine over there. Just the nostalgia of it, like the old time Stranger Things roller rink, all like that, like good nostalgic. Before like phones, television, like you're just having fun with your friends. Like that's very much what the 80 encompasses to us. So we wanted to convey that through our booth today.
Thank you so much, Evie, for joining us, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your Pride Expo.
Yeah, we're partnered with SAE and Demoda, and we're doing the 2000s. So we have like a 3D Tamagotchi that we're putting in as like a little photo booth, and then we have like a Dance Dance Revolution kind of setup thing going on.
And that is all for our Pride Expo package. I have had such a great time going around and seeing all of these lovely booths. It really is just so amazing seeing how talented Hofstra students are. I'm Gabe James, and back to you in studio.
Pin the tail on Ferris Bueller. Wow, that was fantastic. Thank you to Gabe for that. And back on campus, the Zarb School of Business is giving grad students a real-world feel of what the business world is like. Hofstra is bringing some of his best and brightest Zarb students to Wall Street on October 17th. And the trip will include a visit to the New York Stock Exchange with the opening bells, as well as visits to the Brown Brothers Harriman, Moody's, and more. Registration for this event is now closed.
On October 9th, join Northrop Grumman Vice President and Program Manager Scott Willoughby for Capturing the Cosmos, an event detailing how NASA's James Webb Space Telescope reveals new details in the images it captures, helping us better understand our universe. The event takes place from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the Helene Fortunoff Theater in Monroe Hall. The event is free and open to the public. Advanced registration is required through the Hofstra Events website.
Wild Game is a 2019 memoir chosen as the best book of the year by National Public Radio and The Washington Post. It also has a Netflix film in development. The mastermind behind the book, author Adrienne Brodeur, makes her way to Hofstra on October 23rd at 6:30 p.m. Brodeur is not only the author, but also the executive director of the literary nonprofit Aspen Words. The conversation is a part of the school's 20th annual Great Writers, Great Reading series. And as you guys already know, with all these events, you can RSVP through the Hofstra events calendar.
Hofstra made a myriad of upgrades to campus while we were away, including a new nursing and science building that is officially open for business. The structure houses labs and simulation facilities for nursing students in Hofstra's new nursing and bachelor's and doctoral programs. Another featured upgrades includes new ordering tablets found in campus dining stations, such as the Student Center. The new machines will ideally reduce lines and allow workers to complete orders quicker. Make sure to check them out next time you grab a bite to eat.
Coming up, Derek Beckel is here with this week's national news update. Don't go away.
Sports Beats, get your Sports Beats, only $1. Dre, my man, how's it going?
What are you doing?
Selling Sports Beats for $1. You want one?
Sure. Let me see. Oh, I got $1.
Here you go, my friend. Enjoy. Sports Beats, get your Sports Beats, only $1. Get them now. Sports Beats here. Get your Sports Beats here. Kate, Willie, can I interest you guys in a Sports Beat? Only $1. Here you go. Oh, fine paying customers. There you go, my friend. Enjoy, you guys. Yes. Sports Beats. Get your Sports Beats here. Only $1. Only $1. Sports Beats.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5.
Okay.
Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown it.
Friends, I have some incredible news. The wheel is here to save us.
Joining Spin the Wheel was the best decision I ever made.
My wife left me, and this was the first thing I found.
That's not the answer we're looking for.
But you asked what?
Now, listen closely. On October 23rd at approximately 8 p.m., we will bear witness to something extraordinary. The wheel.
Now let's hear from returning anchor Derek Beckel with this week's national news.
A 9-year-old girl who was abducted from Morrow Lake State Park on Saturday has been found and safely returned home after being reported missing for 48 hours. Charlotte Cena disappeared while riding a bike by herself in the New York State Park on a family camping trip. After an Amber Alert was issued, more than 400 certified search and rescue personnel aided in her return. Cena was found safe and in good health. Suspect Craig Nelson Ross was arraigned and is now currently awaiting trial in Saratoga County Jail without bail on the charge of first-degree kidnapping. It is not currently clear whether Ross had any connection with the family prior to the kidnapping. Yesterday, the House of Representatives voted 216 to 210 to oust Speaker Kevin McCarthy, a Republican representing California. McCarthy's ouster comes after Republican Representative Matt Gaetz forced a vote on a motion to vacate the office of the Speaker on Monday night. Gaetz pushed this vote following McCarthy's reliance on Democrats to avoid a government shutdown, which Gaetz was attempting to push. 8 Republicans and all Democrats voted to remove McCarthy. The House must now elect a new Speaker. However, there is no clear plan to hold a vote in the coming days. In the meantime, Representative Patrick McHenry of North Carolina has taken over as interim Speaker. McCarthy is the first Speaker of the House to be ousted in this fashion. Today at 2:20 p.m. Eastern Time, the federal government will be conducting a nationwide test of its emergency alert system and wireless emergency alerts. The WEA portion will send an alert to all radios and televisions, while the EAS portion will send out an alert to all consumer cell phones. The EAS alert will impact all phones that are switched on, within range of an active cell tower, and whose wireless providers participate in WEA tests. The message will read, quote, "This is a test of the National Wireless Emergency Alert System. No action is needed," unquote. Along with the message, a unique tone and vibration will also play. This is the 7th ever nationwide test of the emergency alert system. Now, before we literally sound the alarm, let's sit down with our new interview anchor, Fatima Moen, who will be introducing us to this season's 2 head anchor teams.
Thanks, Derek. I'm delighted to be joined by this year's star-studded panel of head anchors here on Hofstra today. First off, we have Bella LeBou and Alexa Servo. Ladies, in one word, how are we feeling kicking off the first show of the year?
I'm definitely amped up to start off this semester with the show.
I would just say excited. Okay, love it, love it. I'm going to start off with you, Bella. You started off here at Hofstra today as a news writer behind the camera, and you've then worked up as our entertainment reporter. But get this, you're a public relations major. I was so shocked when I heard that. Will we ever get to see you switch over to journalism in the future?
Yeah, so as you said, I've been invested in journalism before I even stepped on this campus. Been a writer my freshman, sophomore year, entertainment anchor, and now have made our way to head anchor. But what a lot of people don't know is that I do major in PR, and that is just because the Herbert School really is our oyster. There are so many outlets, whether that be on the technical production side, the journalistic, or the publicity side, that you can take advantage of before you graduate. And going into the workforce, I just want to be entirely prepared and easily adaptable to whatever it is that comes my way to say, yeah, I can jump in and do that. I can jump in and do whatever it's going to be. So I'm just trying to cast a large net before I am out of this place that gives me all these amazing opportunities. So yes, I will possibly be in journalism
Love
soon.
it, and we're waiting for you. we're right over here. And Alexa, this is your first experience on Hofstra today. We know of your talent on the mic with WRHU. How does it feel to be on camera as this is your first experience?
Yeah, I do have to say, I am absolutely thrilled to be here. Big shout out to the Hofstra Today producers for taking a chance on me, just because I've worked so hard at WRHU. That's been like my lifeline for the last 2 years while I've been here, and going into my junior year, I'm so excited to have this opportunity.
Thank you so much, ladies. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you so much, Fatima. We will hear from you later in the show. Coming up, Natalia Swaza is here with your weather report. Stay tuned.
My name is Gary Parker. I served as a cavalry scout and a military policeman in the United States Army for 20 years. When I was a cavalry scout, we had a young lieutenant that came in. Great guy, but he moved on, got promoted to lieutenant colonel, went on to Afghanistan, and I was able to keep in contact. And I'd wake up one morning, go on social media, and there's that post you don't want to see. For whatever reason, he took his own life. Nobody knows why he did it. And if there's something that we could have done to prevent it from happening, safe gun storage can prevent gun suicide, because it's that added step to get to your firearm that might just give somebody a moment of reflection on what they're doing. As a veteran, we need to be ambassadors to people that don't have the knowledge that we have. Anytime you're not storing a weapon safely, you're putting yourself and your community at risk. Service never stops.
Whether you're ready or not, here's Natalia Swaza with this week's weather update.
Thanks, Danny. I'm Natalia Swaza, and this is your 5-day weather forecast. It has been a sunny day so far outside the Herbert School. We can expect the rest of the day to be just as beautiful, with continued sunshines and temperatures reaching a high of 81 degrees and a low of 61 degrees. Thursday, temperatures will reach a high of 77 and a low of 58, with partly cloudy skies. In the morning, the skies will be an overcast. Now, let's take a look at how the rest of the week will take shape here in Hempstead. On Friday, you can expect mostly cloudy skies, with temperatures reaching a high of 73 degrees and a low of 63 degrees. If you have plans on Saturday evening, don't forget your umbrella, because there'll be rain showers throughout the day, with temperatures reaching a high of 71 and a low of 58. On Sunday, the sun will return with temperatures reaching a high of 63 degrees and a low of 50 degrees. That's all for your 5-day weather forecast. Now, let's bring it back to Fatima Mohan as she sits down with this week's head anchors, Danny and Yao, to hear about their plans for the rest of the year.
Thanks, Natalia. I'm joined now by the gentleman of the day, Danny, Yao. I have a serious question to start off with. How many times a week do you both think about the Roman Empire?
Basically every day.
There's not a day in my life I've thought about the Roman Empire.
Really?
I am currently reading Roman Persia by Adrian Goldsworthy, a fascinating look of over 700 years of history between the Roman Empire and the various Iranian Persian empires, and it's a fascinating read.
I barely studied for social studies class, so I doubt I'm going to think about the Roman
I
Empire.
love the duality. The chemistry is like
Duality's
off the charts.
Duality's man.
I'm going to start off with you, Yao. We actually met while reporting on a community story, and it was one of those experiences that I very dearly remember, and I'm curious to know, how has your experience as a community reporter now going to translate outside of Hofstra, outside into the real workspace?
Well, that's the big question. Am I going to get a job? I mean, we'll see. I mean, that question remains to be seen. I mean, but, you know, right now I'm just focused on storytelling as much as possible, getting as many reps as possible. So, I mean, the answer to that question, we'll see. We'll see if I cross the stage with a job, then successfully, but if not, then it didn't really work out, so we'll see.
I think regardless, you're successful in my eyes. Danny, now I have to ask you, you've been a mentor to many of our very own students. Our very own Alexa Servo quotes you as her mentor. I'm curious to know, what has being a mentor to students and being around the block for a while taught you?
Well, in college, you're only here for a finite number of times. It's not like when you're in the real world, you're able to bounce around careers, be in the same industry for a long time. I'm only here for 4 years. And I want to make sure that WRHU and the HEAT Network, these institutions that have given me such a great opportunity, we'll also be able to give opportunities to future generations of students, and that starts and ends with student mentorship, student encouragement, and I'm just very proud of Alexa for what she's done. It makes me feel so honored to be her mentor because she's going to be so great. She has greater potential than me. I'm going to say that.
Amazing. Thank you both, gentlemen. I know we're going to have a successful year ahead. Passing it off to you, Mayao.
All right, thank you very much, and stay tuned for this week's entertainment stories with anchor Madeline Greenberg.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Lights, camera, and of course, action. Madeline Greenberg is here to deliver you this week's entertainment news.
The Drama and Dance Department is presenting a new show that is sure to be spectacular. Introducing The Amateurs, directed by Christopher Dipple. The play showcases a tale of pageant players who race across Europe while outrunning the Black Death. Performances will take place from October 6th through October 15th. All Hofstra students and staff are invited to attend for free with no advance registration required. The Office of Student Leadership and Engagement presents Hofstra's annual Pride Court Showcase. Pride Court is made up of various Hofstra students who exhibit the best qualities of our student body. This event usually takes place on the night of Fall Fest, however, due to harsh weather conditions, it has been postponed. The showcase will now take place on Thursday, October 19th at 8 p.m. in Hofstra Student Center Theater. And although Pride Court may have been postponed, the annual Hofstra Fall Festival continued on without a hitch. The long-anticipated event took place Saturday, September 30th in the intramural fields. The festival was the perfect way to kick off the semester with fun carnival rides, games, and musical performances by band Hello Brooklyn and headliner Ray Shrimmerd. Let's hear from field reporter Matt Fisher on how it all went down.
We're having trouble saying his last name. It's Ray Shrimmerd. Oh, we thought it was Summer.
Really? I had a hard time pronouncing it too. Are you excited for Ray Shrimmerd?
Yes! I am so excited for Black Beatles and for Somebody Come Get Her. I don't think I can finish.
You're good. Hi, I'm Matt Fisher with Hofstra today, and today at Fall Fest 23, I'm with Ray Shrimmerd. Guys, what's your creative process of making new music?
I like to write, you know what I'm saying? I write a lot of my stuff. Sway has a different creative process. Go in, swag, get out.
Hey, this guy's gonna be on the news one day, so. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Yes, you will be. Thank you to Matt for that report, and thank you to Ray Shrimmerd, not Summer, for speaking with us at Fall Fest. And after this short break, we'll pass it over to Jason White with this week's sports updates.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
now let's kick it over to Jason White with your Hofstra Sports updates.
Hello, sports fans. I'm Jason White, and welcome to our first sports update of the year. We'll start off at the links with the Hofstra women's golf team. This weekend, they played down in Annapolis at the Navy Fall Invitational. The Pride finished tied for 6th in the two-day tournament. They recorded a 2-round score of 629 or plus 83 to par. The top 3 golfers for the Pride were Savannah Wyrock, who finished at plus 10, Dominique Jimenez, plus 11, and Cynthia Chow, who posted a plus 12. Their next competition will take place October 14th at the Monmouth Hawk Invitational. From the links to the pitch, women's soccer moved back into the win column as they bested the Northeastern Huskies 1-0 on Sunday. Victoria Frank scored her team-high 4th goal of the season as she carried the team to victory, while goalie Skylar Kuzmich recorded her 3rd shutout of the year, helping the Pride move to 8-3-1 overall. They'll take on Hampton tomorrow at 11 a.m. Now, across the parking lot, field hockey faced non-conference opponent Maine in a 4-1 defeat. Sylvia Vetter was the lone goal scorer for the Pride. Netminder Pika Ruse started in her 6th game of the year and made an impressive 9 saves in the contest. This moves them to 4-6. Up next is William & Mary at 6 p.m. on Friday. Now, our sports teams are clearly starting off the semester hard at work. Hofstra Today field reporter Lasia Gandakota spoke to other members of the student body to see how they're feeling about the start of the school year. Let's take a look.
Oh my goodness. Hello, I'm Lasia Gandakota, a field reporter here at Hofstra Today. And today we are going to be checking in on our wonderful campus, asking everyone just some brief questions, checking in how their semester is so far. I have to ask, what is your major and how's your semester so far?
My major is computer science with a concentration in cybersecurity, and I do plan to declare a minor in Arabic, hopefully. And so far, semester has been fun. I have a pretty good schedule. Wednesdays only have 1 class today, so I'm free basically. So that's why I'm going to work, because I have nothing else to do.
I have to ask, how is your semester going so far?
It's week 4. I'm not the academic weapon that I was hoping I was going to be.
I have to first ask, how is your semester going so far here at Hofstra?
Oh yeah, it's going pretty well. Classes are definitely a little good classes, but we're getting through and we're doing good, yeah.
What goals do you have so far for this year?
Just stay on top of my classes and then hopefully get more involved with clubs and friends and just have a good time.
I've learned that spending time with other people and not isolating yourself is so crucial to your mental health.
Do you have any plans for Halloween?
Not at the moment. Probably watching movies.
What is one really important lesson that you've learned?
One important lesson, to manage time. I think that's like the most important thing, to just be organized, manage your time. That's what I've learned.
I have to ask, do you guys have any special goals so far for this year?
Special goals? Probably the main goal I have for myself this year is maintaining a healthier sleep schedule. Because last year my sleep schedule was really bad, but this year I'm maintaining a much healthier one, and I'd like to keep that throughout the semester.
Well, that was, all the interviews we had here for today, and we just met so many amazing, wonderful, interesting people, and here at Hofstra Today, we just hope that everyone has an amazing semester and a great rest of the year. So, back to you at the studio.
Thank you to Lasia for that report. And like all those students in that report, we hope that your semester is starting off on the right foot. But for now, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Hofstra Today.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Hofstra Today for some fun video updates. Until next time, that's all at and around Hofstra Today.